Hey, once again, it's your boy Day Day for Triple D Gaming coming at you with another Matt Make a Stream video. You know how we do it. Let's get to it. Alright. Had a little malfunction there. Alright, so anyway, picking up from the last stream. Appreciate that like. A little tired today, man. A little super tired today. But, got started a little bit late here because I had an issue with our internet. Our new internet modem came in today. It actually came in yesterday. So, when I got home from work, I was like, let me hook that up real quick, and then we'll get rolling. Well, real quick wasn't real quick. Went through all the steps, got it all hooked up, all was well. Come down, the Wi-Fi really wasn't working. Then I did the speedtest.net, and we're supposed to have 800 megabytes, and it was only downloading at like 50. I was like, our old modem worked better than that. We was at least getting 120 out of the old one. And appreciate that like. And I went up, hooked the old one back up, and then it wanted me to reset it, so I hooked the new one back up. Still, same thing. Coming in at 50 megabytes a minute. Or a second, whatever it is. And finally it started working, so now we're downloading at 800 and, 700 and something. We're uploading at 26. So thankfully, it only took me an hour and a half to do. But here's where we left off. If you wasn't here, we got all the little grass and that painted around. We got ourselves a nice little mud puddle here. And before I started the stream, I actually added this here. I had the mud painted down, but there wasn't water in it. But I seen that I had it low enough we could put water in it, so that's what I did. That's what I did. Joel, welcome. How's it going? Yeah, you didn't see what we ended up with here, huh? That's what we got. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, but our next step is to get some grass painted in here. Down the middle, anything we got in the middle so far is our long grass. Man, every time you open the editor, the navigation speed goes clear down to 2. Had to turn it up. But anyhow, yeah, so we're going to paint our long grass in here. I'm probably going to knock some of these bushes back just so we can gain some more room. And then we'll go from there. So I don't think I'm going to do the forest ground here. Like, I want to, but it's really not wide enough to even bother. Then that's a whole bunch of work trying to add all that little stuff for a tight area. But like I said, I wanted to continue the forest ground right here, but we put the turnaround in there, so it'll make it a pain in the neck to do as well. So we'll just pick up our forest ground from here on. I know it makes sense to we should just do the forest ground so it all is wishy-washy, matchy. But I think we're just going to do it without it, I guess. Everything's telling me to just do it, but okay. Cool. Yeah, I had a little mishap at the end of the video there, or the end of the stream. I need to watch it back and make sure everything's good. Yeah, like I wasn't using profanity. Trying to keep it all PG here, so yeah. It was supposed to be muted, but it wasn't. Yeah, I don't know what happened. But anyhow, let's get to it. So, a little disappointingness. I looked back at Amazon and it was still saying in between the 6th and 11th, and then I checked it and it still hadn't left the carrier. Still in the same spot from 3 days ago. So I took that tracking code and actually went to UPS and tracked it. And unfortunately, guys, I don't think we're going to have it for this weekend. It's saying Monday it'll be here. And I was really hoping to at least get it Saturday. That way we could mess with it a little bit this weekend, get it all set up, ready to go. But it's going to make us wait until Monday, I guess. So it is what it is. Not happy about it, but I gotta be. Yeah, we don't have a choice at this point. I don't want to. Yeah, I gotta go cut grass. I don't even know if I'll be able to because of the weather. It's been raining like crazy. And it's supposed to rain tomorrow too, so I don't know if I'm gonna make it this weekend to get that done either. Yeah, see, if we don't put the forest ground here, it's gonna be all grass. But we still gotta put our trees in there though, so I don't know. Like I wanna put the forest ground in there, but it's like, is it really even gonna be worth our time? I mean, that'll be nice. It'll give us a nice little spot that has all grass. But I mean, I got plans of doing that other places of the map. Like something's telling me to just go ahead and do it, just so it's all matching back here. But Oops. Yeah, I definitely got to get some videos out because yeah, the numbers on the channel is dropping. They're dropping like crazy. So I need to get a video or two out just for the people that do watch them. But I was trying to wait until the graphics card got here before I did that. But I do have one uploaded. I'm gonna go ahead and get that posted. Yeah. Come on. Man, them bushes were really out there on the side. I didn't think it was as wide as it was. Like, I knew the bushes were out there, but after knocking the bushes back some, it's like, wow, that was a lot wider than I thought it was here. I mean, it looks nice with just the grass there, but watch, I'll have it changed before it's all over. Like, we gotta put it in there. How's them roads coming, Joel? You messing with it anymore? Had that obvious straight line there of the medium grass. Had to break that up a little bit. When we put the weeds in there, we'll break it up some more. That's if I don't jump to forest ground, because I'll be like, it needs it. But we'll see here. I'm gonna finish it up, see what it looks like. All the orange flowers up there looks nice, but they got to go. It's called the dark forest, not the Rainbow Valley or nothing like that. Flower sunset or nothing. It's the Rainbow Valley. Let me pop this chat out because I think I'm missing stuff here. Keep forgetting to pop it out. Oh yeah, I missed all kinds of stuff there. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Sick a bit. Yeah, that sucks. Not cool. Said it's not Rainbow Valley. Oh man. Pull the bushes back out here. Bushes, bushes, bushes. That go bush. Oh. Come on, just paint it down already. Come on. You can do it. Jeez, man. Well, at least they deleted all of our grass for us. Because that's what we were trying to do. Yeah, that internet was, I was telling you, I was about to call the provider, like, hey. Like, hey, this modem's supposed to be better, not worse. Ah, come on. It's getting me. Hey, if we do decide to just go ahead and put the forest ground there, I mean, at least the grass is there. We'll just delete it in patches, I guess. Oops. Two straight right here. So instead of painting the grass out further, I'm just going to paint a little bit of rock in that way. Try to break this straight edge up a little bit more. I kind of did it yesterday, somewhat. We're going to try to break it up just a little bit more here. There we go. Yeah, we got that okay. See, right there in them spots I brought it out, but right here I'm just gonna take it in. There we go. I broke up that straight line a little bit. Excuse me. Yeah, I get this card, man. I can go play some Gold Rush, hopefully. I mean, I don't know. I don't have time to play this, let alone Gold Rush, but I'm gonna try. Yeah, I got all the, like I said, I got the first 2 claims dug completely out. Like, I mean, I got every little drop of gold. And I'm on the 3rd claim now. I got a big chunk of it. And what I was doing was, I was digging the areas that didn't have any much gold first, and then after I get all that dug out, then I hit the spots that got all the gold, so I get all kinds of bank before I go to the next claim. But I wish they would add more equipment, because I mean, I got so much money, but I don't have nothing to buy except for the same equipment like over and over again. I could have like 7 bulldozers, 9 Frankensteins, 18 excavators. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, that's why I bought my PC. That's why I bought the PC that I have right now, was because of that game. I seen it being played on YouTube. I said, I gotta get it. I gotta get it. And that's what I did. I got it. And I played that game for like a year straight. Not even joking. And that's where I'm at. And I was playing with the controller, but I'm a beast. I'm a beast with an excavator in real life, and on the game it's the same thing. But anyhow, I got the joysticks now, and I wanted joysticks when I was playing it, and then when I stopped playing it is when I got joysticks. Now you can't just plug and play. There's like something crazy you got to do to get joysticks to work for that game. I'll have to look into that again and see what it was exactly that I had to do so I can get the joysticks to work for it. But I haven't played it in so long, I have to relearn the game. Like, not the game, but all my buttons, you know what I'm saying? Man. See, I liked how that corner was full of bushes because you couldn't see the catastrophe back there of blue ground. But I wanted that real estate to be able to put trees, so. But what we can do, is hey, that's what I started off with too, Jewel. And then I'm telling you, I'm a broke dude. Like I wanted everything that I got, but I really did not think I would have it. And like I said, the only reason I got joysticks and or a steering wheel is luck. But I got, like, the steering wheel was $750. I'm like, it's crazy. $250 for the sticks. But yeah, I got the steering wheel, the sticks, keyboard, mouse. Then I got like 3 controllers. I only got 3 controllers because the controllers I was buying, they're not actual Xbox controllers, but they're the Xbox One and Windows controller. So they were cheaper. Like a Xbox One controller is like $50 some. Well, if you go to Walmart, the Xbox and Windows controller is only $20. So I bought that, and then something kept the knobs mess up on them, and they get stuck every now and again. And then, so like whenever I go in the game, if I'm in machine, it just like looks around, or if I'm standing on the ground, it just walks by itself. So that's why I keep getting new controllers, just because they keep acting up like that. I got one brand new one still in the box. I've just been trying not to open it up because I have the same problem with it. But appreciate that like, appreciate it. Yeah, let me tell you, Joel. I mean, especially if you run equipment in real life, like you want that, like you want them sticks, man. But even if you don't, like, it's so much better with the sticks. And when I actually played a game, so I got the steering wheel in front of me. That's why I wish when they made the new game, I was really hoping that they would make it to where you could, so like attaching a trailer or something. I wish they would have made it to where you could assign that to more than 2 controllers at once. But they didn't do it like that, just because the way I do it is I got the wheel in front of me, so if I'm driving, boom, I can just reach up, grab the wheel, do my steering thing, use the pedals. And then if I'm in a excavator, I can just drive around with the joysticks. But when you do that, it makes it to where you're losing some of your bindings on the sticks, because you got to steer and drive the machine with your sticks. So what I do is I'll reach up, just grab the wheel and steer, and if I'm in an excavator, boom, then I just reach back down and grab my sticks and start digging or falling trees or whatever it is that I'm doing. And like if I hop out of the machine, I always got my controller on my lap. So if I hop out of the machine, then I'll just reach down and grab the controller instead of having to work the keyboard or whatever. I can run around and stuff with my sticks, but it's just easier with the controller. So I got all 3 at the palm of my hands there, and I use all 3 of them when I'm playing. It's great. It's real great. Alright, so I don't know, Jewel, chat. I was thinking about picking back up with the forest ground right here, considering this is even wider, and then we'll run our forest ground all the way up through there. Alright, Joel. Alright. Real quick before you go. What do you think? Like, I really just want to change this to forest ground. Just so it, it's a straight line of it instead of changing. I don't know. I guess I'll leave it. Okay, be careful. Okay. Alright. Man. I love I love mud puddles and water puddles. It's great. Alright. Now right here. Forgot we gotta do this too. Cause I forgot it the last time when we were doing the road. I completely forgot about this. Or we didn't even I think I can't remember. I was gonna say maybe we didn't even have this built yet. I really don't remember though. That's that lack of sleep, man. 3 hours of sleep a night, it just ain't cutting it. But it's me wanting to get the map done so we can play it. So we can all play it. Unfortunately though, if I did get some sleep, I'd be coming up with some genius ideas there, and we'd have a better overall map. But it is what it is. Appreciate them likes, guys, ladies and gents. I want to try turning the kilobyte the bit rate up now that the internet's faster. See how much better the stream comes out. We can definitely turn the bit rate up now. I already got it pumping. It's pumping out pretty good. Look at it on my phone here, like the put it on 2K. I mean, it looks like it's streaming pretty good actually. If I can get myself to work here, breaking stuff, right? I can't wait to get it done. I'm excited for you guys to play it too, man. See, normally this is how I would do the grass. Like if I was making a TP map or a regular map or something, right over the dead grass is painted, I would paint around it. And I would make it more patchy, and I would paint around it like this just to make it look good, man. It requires a little more work, but the end result looks awesome. It's worth it. Like that. Prismo. Do you make this from scratch or based off another map? Scratch. Well, every single mod map is made from a base game map. But you take the base game map and you just delete everything out of it. Make the ground flat, paint everything one texture, and then start building your map off of it. That's how every single map is made. But instead of going in and deleting everything and doing it that way, I just left everything in it, and I'm just deleting and dissecting as I go. So basically, if there was stuff that I wanted, instead of having to re-import it in, it's already there. Yeah. Yeah, the Elm Creek's still standing, pretty much. But you won't, trust me, you won't be able to, you won't notice it when I'm done. So this is the upper corner. Took me forever to build this background. I mean, forever. Because we put every single little tree in there. The only thing I'm really keeping is the highway. I'm going to keep the highway, this main road. There might be a couple little tidbits that are saved, but trust me, it's going to be a completely different map. But I'm keeping the highway, this main road, and then, you know, in base game it doesn't snow on the actual roads. Well, I made it to where it's going to snow on the actual roads, so hope you like snow plowing, because it's going to be a snow plowing map too. But because of keeping that main road, with us putting hills in, then them roads just went into a hill. So I put tunnels in, so it wasn't like the road just ran off into a hillside. So we got tunnels, tunnel for the highway. We turned all this into the hospital here. Yeah, the Dark Forest Health Center. Says if you break it, we'll fix it. We take all insurance. Yeah, it's our health center, our little hospital. Took all the industrial stuff out, put a parking lot in. It's still a sell point. Got tunnel back there. Yeah, all this is it's all gonna be changed, man. It's definitely gonna be different. Like I said, I'm just dissecting it as I go. So our gameplay, our main game plan right now is we're going to completely finish this corner back here, from there to there to there to there. We're going to completely finish that, and then we're going to work off of that and delete and build as we go. I think it's just easier instead of having to, like, you delete all this stuff and then you find yourself in the map importing it back in. So I figured just keep it all in there and we'll go from there. But I built this rock formation and that because back here on the ground, after you delete everything from back here, the ground's white. So we just took some planes and made them moss. So we got a mossy ground. Still not exactly sure what I'm gonna do here, but we're calling it the train cargo storage area. And we're gonna have logs and stuff laying back there. We're gonna have a log sell point there because I am keeping the train too. Then we have a old abandoned sawmill back there with some trees laying on it. Then we got another tunnel right here for the highway. Then as you've seen in the thumbnail, this is the waterfall from the thumbnail of the video. And then got a tunnel next to it. It's all lit up, lights the road up at night. You can see the front of the tunnel. See, and I don't know if you're still there, but a lot of the people's leaving the same boundary and everything too. I didn't like that because it doesn't let you go to the edge of the map, so we redid the boundaries of the map. So now it's all like you can get up to the edge of the map everywhere now. Because the way it was, like right here, this fence, it wouldn't let you go back past this fence, and it came all the way out here to the highway and then jump back, and you could not go in this area. obviously we got that fixed where now you can come clean over to the edge of the map now. And a lot of people's been leaving the base game boundary in there too. That's something I definitely wanted to get that out of there. Yeah, so our waterfall, shh, don't tell nobody, but it's a secret cave behind the waterfall. And over here is the entrance for it. I kind of tried to make it to where it wasn't obvious, so it's kind of hidden. And it's all lit up with lanterns in here. Got some fishies. And then base game, the caves are over here. Well, I brought them over here under the waterfall as well. Still got all your collectibles. Yeah, brought the caves over and then built a bunch of awesomeness around it. Took forever. That's what it looks like looking out. Ah, man, that's sweet. Oh yeah, there's gonna be huge changes. Like, you'll barely be able to tell that it was, if at all, that it was Elm Creek. Like, this is sweet right here. Like, I amaze myself sometimes. And then looking at it, like, obviously everything looks way better in game than it does in the editor, but this is it's I mean, what can I say? It's awesome. But we got the little lanterns all through here, so at night you can see in there. It's pretty dark. We're gonna have some bushes and stuff up around here. It's gonna be sweet. So, like, if you didn't know that there was caves back here behind this, like, other than if you're over here snooping around, you probably wouldn't know it. Unless you came over here at night, then you can kind of see the lanterns lighting through the waterfall. And then you'd be like, well, what's that? And you run over there. It's like, oh, man, that's sweet. Yeah. Yeah, I thought about doing it to where, I mean, I got a bunch of ideas that I want to do, but some of them are kind of held at bay with keeping a highway. But I was thinking after I'm done with this one, is make a sister map. You know what I'm saying? So, like, stuff that I wasn't actually able to get fit onto this one, boom, we can make a sister map and do it on the other map without a highway and stuff. But what I was telling chat before was, like, I could take this and we can make a different map, right? And then, like, say if I keep this road right here, then we can have a sign here. And say we name the sister map, say we name it, I don't know, Star Twinkle Valley. Then we'll put a sign here saying this road takes you to Star Twinkle Valley. And then in Star Twinkle Valley, we'll put a sign off of a road saying it takes you to the Dark Forest. So that was my game plan. So stuff that I couldn't get to fit on here just because of the way the roads are, we would do it like that, and then try to build our own roads on the next map too. It just makes it easier leaving here, and I just wanted a highway. But yeah, so it's definitely, it's going to be changed 100%. There's still going to be a couple of things still in the same place. Obviously, we left this building in the same place right here, but we made changes to it, like crazy changes to it. the wall that was here, this is a completely different wall. We sat here and took that wall out that was here and built a new one. And replaced this wall too because it was the same as that wall. Took some time and it made it look completely different. Then we put potted plants all the way around it. Then painted some tracks, tire marks around it because those wasn't there before. I think it was this one. Somewhere I added a fence, but I made this fence a little bit longer. Then I made that fence a little bit longer. Redid some stuff there. But I don't know. You ain't never seen, I don't know. You ain't never seen roads like this on a logging map. Everybody just takes the dirt texture and paints one solid road and calls it a day. Like, we got crazy detailed roads. Right now I got mud squirting out of the ground right here, but yeah, that's just random. We're going to get rid of that, don't worry. And then what I see a lot of too is when people lay trees down like this, if you hit it with a truck or something, it'll stop your truck dead. It just won't move. In game, as soon as you load up the game and you come in here, if you have superhuman strength, you can pick this tree right up. You can, if you hit it with a truck, it's going to roll away. I have it to where it's dynamic. Only thing is you just can't walk straight up to it and delimit. You have to cut a piece off of it somewhere first, and then it'll let you delimit. But there's that. Yeah. Dude, that's like, I don't know if I can call myself a player at this point because I'm always an editor, but I'm a visual player. If it doesn't look good, I just don't want to play it. Like, I try to make it as realistic as possible. I mean, there's some things that you just can't do. But I try to make it as realistic as possible. Carl, what's going on? And then right here, I was going to fill this completely in with trees, but we're going to have a open area right here with a couple logs laying here. It's going to be dirt and open, and it's going to try to entice people to do their processing of their trees right here. So I'm going to have it like somebody was in there trying to log it before and stopped and left a few of their logs. So that's the idea there. Cool. Call me. Placeables be deletable? For the most part, yes. The majority of them. There might be, like, if I make us, I'm trying to get permission for a couple of buildings from the modders. Because if you want to put a map on a mod hub, you have to have permission to use other people's mods, their buildings. Unless you make them yourself. And I'm waiting for a graphics card in the mail so I can download Blender again, because it's just too much for my graphics card. But I'm gonna try to get permission to use a couple buildings that I really want to use for this map, If I don't get permission, then we'll have to either use base game stuff, or I'm gonna have to go in and take time to try to make something custom. And as far as the store, everybody uses the store too, and I really don't want to use the store. I really don't. So what I was wanting to do was try to get some 3D lettering made. Even if I did use the building, at least get rid of that, and then I want to put in 3D lettering, big letters, dark forest, and then smaller stuff. It'll say dark forest equipment and rentals. That's what I want for the store. But I want to use a completely different building, some 3D lettering. We'll still have a sign for it, because we can make a sign without a problem. It's got 3 fields. We're keeping these 3 fields right here. Other than that, the rest of the fields are gone. But I did keep a couple of fields just because I want to promote people to farm it whenever they're done as well too. So logging, snow plowing, farming, all kinds of stuff. Yeah. See, the only thing is, like, right here. In FS19, they didn't care about it. But in FS22, they do not allow you to promote yourself. You can't use your name. You can't use your logo. None of that stuff anymore. So, before I found that out, though, I had already had this made. I got a bunch of different neat signs for the map. But I had this made. Triple D's Logging Forest, cash out in the dark forest. So I'm not going to be able to use that. If I did use it, I had to take out the Triple D. And then I got one of my logos on there that would have to come off. So that sign is unusable now. Especially if I want to get it on the mod hub. Yeah, so I put this building in, flatten the ground out, put this building in. We did some mud out the doors. I put this building in too, obviously. Decked it out with some lighting. It's all lit up. Then we're gonna do some rearranging here. But as far as the sawmill, yes, we are going to keep the sawmill in the same exact spot, but it's going to look kind of different. And then we're going to have more sell points for wood. Like I said, we're going to put one over at each train station, etc. Or was I? Forgot where I was at. Where am is? Yeah, somebody asked me about turnarounds. If I was going to have a spot turnarounds to be able to turn around the bigger logging trucks. Told them I'd do what I could. These roads are pretty big right here, so instead of filling this in with trees, that's what we did there. We made a turnaround right here. Of course, we had to throw the water puddle in it too. Absolutely. That's my gig. That's normally what I do. I don't know if you ever watch anything else on my channel or not. That's what I do. I build TP maps. I dig dirt and all that good stuff. But I wanted to get a nice detailed map out there for the logging community, because I like to log too. And there's a lot of thrown together logging maps. There's a few decent ones. But I was like, I'm gonna make a logging map before I go, because even then Terraform's out, I'm still making TP maps, just for the simple fact that I like the Terraform and I use it when I play anyway. But it still don't replace the TP map for me. Yeah, it's nice being able to dig anywhere, but I really don't like the way that it digs. Like, you can obviously tell that it's just the sculpting tool doing it. Not that it's a bad thing. I think with Terraform and a TP map together is going to be great. Because you could dig out whatever you're digging out. Like if you did because I don't know. If you go check out my TV maps, you'll be like, man, that's awesome. That's great. But to be able to have a TP map and just dig, like if you was in a mine digging out the mine and you dug it all out, then you could just turn Terraform on and keep digging. But yeah, my thing is, like, I do like the Terraform, but I still need my TP map, man. Sweet. Log and raise chickens. I never really did any of the animals except for horses in 19. And I started a let's play on 22, and I started to dive into a little bit of animals. I got cows on there. Yeah, so I wanted to try to do a little bit of everything. I got a Alpine TP map I made as soon as the game came out. I made that. I haven't really showed it off yet though, because I was doing a series on it, but I was I was starting from scratch. Had my cows and everything, worked my fields, and then I was going to get into the TP work. Then I started building this map, and I really haven't got back to it. Then, now we're waiting on our new graphics card to come because I'm tired of fighting with it. I've needed a new graphics card for a long time now. And I finally got one coming in the mail. Finally. So I'm assuming you probably got the what is the thing called? It makes all that stuff free. I definitely got it installed on my game too. Why can't I think of the name of it? For your construction tool, what's it called? I don't know, but yeah, your construction tool thing there, it makes everything free. So to paint grass down and to raise and lower ground, it's all free. Definitely gotta have that. Yeah, man. Like, I don't like to cheat like that. Like, I don't like to cheat money in. Like, I like to just play it. But when it comes to that, I'm okay with that. Using that, making the terrain tool free. Sculpting tool. I don't know why I couldn't think of the name of it. Probably because I got 6 hours of sleep in the last 3 days. That might be why. Where am I at here? Yeah. Check out my, trying to think of what it is now. Here, let me find it. One second. Hope you enjoyed. As you see, we got yeah, man. If you want to, I mean, you don't have to, but if you want to, check out that video. That's one of the last maps I worked on. It's pretty nice. It's for 19 though, but yep, same here. I mean, I know he's working on it, but I don't like how the South Star is just, you can't put it on anything you want. It's just connected to the John Deere. I'm sure he's going to get it all situated eventually. Especially moving to the new game, trying to learn all the new stuff they got in here. It's a pain in the neck. I know he was having a few problems with that. Was it Winkler? Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I appreciate you. Thank you for supporting the channel. Welcome aboard. Welcome, welcome. You guys are great. Awesome. Nice support team, man. Yeah, but they got some good models, man. I like excavators and stuff. I mean, that's what I do in real life. I run heavy equipment in real life. That's what I do. So to be able to get the more realistic stuff in the game, that's awesome to me. And especially having my controls be realistic. So when I'm running the excavator, I want them to be set up just like I run the excavator in real life. Or same with the bulldozer. Like I got Excuse me, I got the steering wheel in that, but I use my one joystick on the right side just like in real life, and I'll use that to work my blade. Same with the high lift, because the way I run my excavator, whenever I run the high lift, it kind of puts the high lift to work the bucket on the left side, which isn't right. So I just unplug my joysticks and switch them around whenever I hop in a high lift. That way I can have the joystick on the right side just like it is in real life. Yeah, man. I didn't think I'd ever be able to get joysticks on the steering wheel. But I got lucky and was actually able to get them. Ain't nothing better. I got the, I think the G29 wheel, I think. It's the PlayStation one. Anyway, I ended up paying $750 for this wheel. And then I got the Thrustmaster 1600 sticks, which are great. Sad thing is, I think those sticks are better than some of the sticks in the actual equipment. Like, I was kind of wanting to leave that bare, but alright, now let's switch over to our other stuff here. Alright, you know what I want to do real quick too, before I get too far here. Yeah, I got water sounds. Obviously we got the waterfall sound. I got sounds in here as well. We're probably gonna do some owl or woodpecker sounds back here, but we had the stream water running sound. That's what we have here too. But I call it a spigot. So once we get up closer to the pipe, you'll hear the sound change, and it sounds like the water falling out of the pipe. I call it the spigot sound. Alright. Of course, I had to throw some maple leaves down. But what's maple leaves if you don't have the maple tree? So I threw the maple tree there just so we had an excuse for the leaves being here. Alright. And then I got the same thing over here too. I got the spigot sound for the sound of the water going down the pipe. And then in game you can fit behind this thing. I'm probably going to put a collectible in there maybe. And then the thing I hate is when people take and paint down the water like this, just spots here and there on flat ground. Every time, if I put water down, it's going to make sense, like it's running down the hill. Or if I put it down, I actually sink the ground down. So in real life there would actually be water running down that spot because it's sunken. So this here is actually rutted, man. So if you run this stuff over, you're going to be... If you brought the Scorpion King or something down, your tires are going to be doing some work, because I actually got it sunk down where the water's running. Then I was going to run water down that road, too. I started to do it and never finished it. Yeah, the sound's great. I love it. But I was going to run the water puddle down the road, and then just have puddles here within the rocks, and then have it flowing down over the rocks just like here and there until it gets down to the water. That was my game plan. I think it'd be sweet, but it's going to require some work to get it to actually work right, because obviously you're going to have water on top of the rock to get to there to fall off without having water just hovering off the edge. So, I kind of put it off for right now. It'll be sweet, but it's going to require a lot of work to get that to look right. And then like these here, where to turn, you know. Except for, like, I don't know, right here, I probably should have took the grass out of that spot, like right there. But we got a pretty detailed forest ground happening here too. I got paintable textures from, I did have every single paintable texture from the game in this map. So I had all 3 maps textures in this map. And I took them all out, but a few. So we actually have the forest ground from the American map. We have the forest ground from the European map. And the European map forest ground is actual pine needles. So, and then this is the American forest ground. So we got the American forest ground painted down. And I also have another one like this, but it has leaves. Well, when you're in a forest like this, there is no leaves. It's just all pine needles. It's all needle trees. So I painted down the forest ground, and then around the edge, and then like around all the trees, I painted in the needles. So I mean, we got a lot happening there. I'm a multi-texture guy. Like, I can't just paint down a plain road and then be happy with it. I just can't do it. Yes. Carpentry production, absolutely. You gotta have something to do with all this wood, right? Yeah, man. So I'm actually gonna I'm trying to keep a lot of the sell points, a few of the production points, and that for the simple fact that I'm trying to make this a well-rounded map. For the most part, it's going to be a logging map, but it's going to be a logging map, snow plowing. Like I said, I'm leaving them 3 fields there, but it's going to be to where if you logged out an area, you can create a field, and you're going to have all your sell points to sell stuff at, and you're not going to have to worry about having to place one down. I might not leave like this over here. Like this here. So technically all of this is pretty much just decoration. and the actual sell point's just a wee little spot there. So as far as that, we'll get rid of all of the decoration stuff, and we'll just still have the actual sell point. And then same thing, like over here, there was all that industrial stuff here. Like this whole thing was full. Got rid of all that because the actual sell point is only right here. This little platform we drive up on. So we still had the sell point, we just don't have the decoration for it. We might put something else there. We might move it from where it's at. Whatever. Right here. Right here. So I was going to keep that road because if you're keeping the highway and there's an exit there, obviously you got to have the exit going somewhere. So this one takes you to the main road. Well, there's an exit here too, so obviously you got to have it taking you somewhere as well. So that's why we are leaving this road right here there too. and that's going to be able to take you over to the train station, and then the road past the train station, all of that road can be deleted. That can go. But right here, so you'll come off the highway. Obviously, this is going to be forestry and stuff there, but we're going to have a little, like a trailer court or something here. You drive past to get back to the highway or come down to the train station. Like I said, I got a bunch of ideas, but not enough room to implement it all, so we'll probably make another one after this one too. My mouth's dry. I'm tired. Alright. Oops. It'll be alright. I was gonna keep that bush, but see you, bye. Let's see. Now we gotta put a bush in right there. Ah, that's what I meant to do, and I keep forgetting. Like, I went over there to do something, and I forgot, and I forgot again. I know what I went over for, but by the time I got over there, I forgot. Alright. Use a big one. I'll put this over in that corner just because I'm trying to hide that blue green ground as much as I can. I'm gonna try to hide it as much as I can. Even if we gotta put this off the map. Just like right there or something. That helps. And it didn't take up as much room as putting a bunch of those. Yeah, it actually kind of looks good down there in the corner too. Yeah, once I tried it before, but my graphics card, man, it just won't let it happen. It crashed on us. But once I get this new graphics card in, we'll do a stream where we do a tour of the map, like in game, so you can see how it looks in game. Like I said, it definitely looks better in game. I mean, that's anything you you're working on in the editor. It all looks better in game, obviously, because it fully renders it. Alright, that's 2. Yeah, we can't have that. Maybe 7 over here or something. I was just trying to make sure the base of it's actually on the map and not off the map. Because if it's off the map, you won't be able to get rid of it. But if it's on the map, you can get rid of it. I think. I would guarantee that, but I think you can actually get rid of them. But I ain't gonna guarantee it because I'm not sure. I'd have to test that out. Alright, so go. Yeah. And that kind of just hides all of the, not all of it, but it kind of hides some of that bottom whenever you come down, start down over this hill here. Okay. Right, back to our painting. I meant to grab that a couple times and do that. I just kept forgetting, so I was like, let me go grab them real quick before I forget again. I've been known to do that. Well, we're on this grass now. We'll go ahead and paint it down the middle of the road here. So yeah, just the tall grass by itself, I mean, it's fine, but it really looks good whenever you mix this in there with it. Just another layer of detail, man. Every extra step you do, it just makes greatness. Yeah, I can't promise you guys anything, because having an actual full-time job and everything, it just, and then they always keep you over, and it's hard to say, yeah, we'll have this done in such and such time. So I don't want to make any promises. Anything I can really tell you is I'm gonna try to work on it as much as possible to get it done as quick as possible. But I don't want to move quicker. You know, we lose our quality. So. Because I could sit here and just sloppily paint this in there, but I try to actually pay attention to what I'm doing and get it to look the best that I can possibly get it to look. Again, some people probably don't care just as long as they're able to play, but I'm a visual player, man. And I'm sure other people that are the same way will appreciate it. All about that detail. Like the way they did the American map, like how they have the gravel and the moss and all of that, like that stuff blends really nice. Like it does, and it looks good. Like you can make a nice looking road with it. But again, I was trying to do it as realistic as possible, and yes, you might have a gravel road, in the woods or whatever, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I figured we would do dirt, because you could have gravel on the road, like if a logging crew came through and logged it out. Well, as they were running their little road, they'll probably put some gravel down because it's creating mud whenever they drive through it. So the whole idea of this, I just wish we had better textures. Like in 19, as far as dirt went, like we had more options to where you could get two different types of dirt, or the mud and the dirt to blend better, to actually all look better together. And I just don't think we have as many options in 22 without creating your own texture and adding to the game. So the reason I did it the way I did do it, I'll give you the backstory behind it if you wasn't here for that discussion. See, I would like to have done it a little different, but I went ahead and went with this and the dirt because it blends together pretty good. But if you were running up and down the road, two different things. If you were running up and down the road, you know it's raining, you're running up and down, it's muddy, and it dries, rains and dries, rains and dries. Well, if it was all dirt, eventually you're tracking down the grass, tamping it in, then whenever it rains, it's going to wash the dirt off the rock. So then you're going to have the rock exposed. Okay, which is kind of something like this. Okay, and or let's say the logging crew came and threw gravel down on this because it was all muddy in that. Well, after running on that gravel so many times and it's raining, the weight of the machines is just going to push that gravel down into the dirt. Then whenever it dries, you're pretty much going to end up with something like this. You're going to have a lot of dirt and you're going to see a little bit of the gravel left after they just spent thousands of dollars having gravel trucked in and dumped on the road. It all depends on how much it rains. It's going to push that gravel down into the mud. And then you just get on YouTube and look at some logging videos where they're fording logs up out of the woods. About, I don't know, 90% of them, their roads are muddy. Super muddy. I mean, you can barely even see the forder anymore because it's so deep in mud. So, yeah, logging and mud just goes together, man. It goes together. Now, we went in game and it started raining. When it rains on this map, it's like, oh, yeah, man, now all that water really makes sense. It looks good when it rains on them roads. Like, I wanted to do all the roads like that, but I didn't want to overdo it. Because I wanted to do this one up here, too, but I didn't. Forgot where I was at already. Yeah, see how much better that looks now. Now that it has the tall grass and the little weeds in there. Looks much better. Thirsty. Uh-oh. Oh. The stream screen went blank. I was like, uh-oh. Oops. Alright. Yeah, I should add some more waterfalls. Joel told me to name it Dark Forest Falls as the name of the map, because I was going to name it the Dark Forest, or I was going to name it the Dead Dark Forest. And Joel told me to name it Dark Forest Falls for two reasons. Dark Forest Falls because of the waterfalls I have on the map, and or the actual action of falling the trees. I was like, hey, that's actually not too bad of an idea. Dark Forest Falls. It sounds good. Yeah, so don't get it confused, because there's actually a forest, or a map, it's in testing right now, and the name of it is the Dark Forest, by Mr. Bones, but it's the Dark Forest sequel, or something like that. I can't remember it now. Get back to sleep, man. I can't remember nothing. Yeah, appreciate you guys. And anybody that does subscribe and your channel's private, obviously it won't show up in the alerts to show up on the stream. So I mean, anybody that does subscribe and it doesn't show up to where I don't see it, I appreciate you too. I just let you know now. Much love from the community. Lots of support. Joel. You missed it, Joel. We had fireworks go off. So it's definitely still working. It just didn't like you unsubscribing. It said, look at this one trying to trick us. Alright, so we got our weeds painted down the middle of the road now. So that's done. I knocked all them bushes out of the corner, Joel, and it just, I don't know, it had it too open for me. So I brought some of them placeable ones over there because they don't take up as much of a footprint. And they're way taller, so they kind of hid all of that back there. Whenever you're coming up over, you can really see that, the blue ground on this corner here. Because that's like pretty dark blue. So I just hit it with them bushes, them placeable ones. Alright. What was I missing here? See, I painted all of this here down, like way down here. But even if we do the forest ground here, we still need that there. And that's why I was like, ah man, I was supposed to paint all of this clear down there. But I just happen to remember, yeah, from right here on, I wanted to start the forest ground again. I don't know if I should just start it right here off this corner like this. And I'm thinking, instead of trying to stop it here and then put needles like along the bushes, I think I might just go ahead and just run it all the way back. And then we'll shorten up the bushes. We'll get rid of the ones there in the front. Those are pretty thick through here. I mean, I like it. Like if we were just keeping grass here, I mean, I do like it. Only bad thing is when you're on foot, man. The bushes in this game are super tall when you're on foot. It's crazy. You can get lost in a bush. Yeah, so now we can go up here and start painting this down. Yeah, our mixture. I started to do it, and that's when I jumped to the middle of the road to get that done. I gotta refresh the stream because it's like way behind. Wow. Cool. Even though we have the short grass up front, every now and again I like to run a little bit of these weeds out there just to break it up, make it all look a little more random. Oh, we just deleted them bushes by accident. Oopsie. Uh-oh. Oh. I accidentally unplugged the steering wheel with my foot. And it plugged it back in and started whipping around. I used to listen, because I didn't always, whenever I did a stream or something to where I was working on a map, if I did a video or whatever, I would unhook the steering wheel and just move it out of the road. Well, now we're just doing maps a lot more often. I just kind of just reaching around the steering wheel so I don't have to keep unhooking it. I'm kind of just reaching around it right now. And by unplugging it, it turns all the way to the left and then all the way to the right and then back to the center whenever you power it on. And if I'm leaning up against it, it hits me in the face and stuff. Getting beat up by a steering wheel. Punched in the mouth by a steering wheel. Paint right in the road so I know where I left off with that. Yeah. I never really thought of that. See, I don't have an actual desk either. That's my next, well, one of my next upgrades. We need some RAM. You know what, Joel? I actually got some RAM today. I didn't go buy it. Well, you know where I work. I actually found it. So I was like, oh, tell me that's something better than what I got. But it's not. It's exactly what I got. I got two 8 gig cards. Chips, whatever you want to call them. They're no good to me unless they actually match what's in my PC now. And I think they do. So if they do, I just gotta upgrade to... Yeah, I just got a free upgrade to 32 gigs of RAM. If it matches. I'm not going to tear the PC apart until to find out until I get the graphics card and I'm in there anyway. But once I get the graphics card, I'm gonna check that out and see if they match. If they do, I was just able to upgrade my RAM for free. Yeah, but I don't have an actual desk. I just got a big like plastic folding table out here I'm using. And I actually have two of them, and I got them in an L shape. So I got the one in front of me and then one running down the side. But it actually works pretty good. I got a huge desk here, if that's what you want to call it. It's actually not a desk, but it's a huge desk with the table. And I needed it though for it, because my main monitor here is 47 inches, and I got 47 inches in the middle, and that's what I'm actually looking at to do our work on. And then I got a 19 inch on either side, and on the left side is OBS Studios recording software. On the right side is the YouTube, our web browser, and chat. So technically I got chat on both sides, because I can pull up a dock on the recording software for the chat too. But they're both hard to see. The one on the right side's easier to see. 19 inch. 19 inch, and they're pushed a little bit further away from me because they're on either side of the 47 inch. I wish I had some 4K monitors though. That'd be nice. Alright. But I turn sideways here to make sure I got all the little nooks and crannies there in between the bushes. Like right here. See how those are all bare? Gotta try to fill those in. And this stuff here paints down a lot easier in tight spots like this than what the tall grass does. The tall grass really doesn't like to do that. It's weird. Sweet. It's actually, I mean, we're burning through this stuff pretty quick, but it seems like it's taking a while for us to get our corner done here. Which I knew it would, sitting here doing all this detail work. Normally putting grass in goes pretty quick if you're just doing solid grass, but it never goes quick for me because of the way I normally do my grass. I wasn't sitting here trying to get these little nooks and crannies. This wouldn't take very long either. Yeah, man, at least, I don't know, we got one, well, I got one more day of work. And I gotta get, I don't want to, but hopefully it's dry enough so I can get this grass done so I don't have to worry about it anymore until, shit, next week. And that's the only bad part too, like whenever you first have to cut the grass, like you definitely got to do it every week because it grows quick. Yeah, I like when it gets down to where I don't have to. Well, mine, I do mine every week for sure, but the other yards I do, I try to just do it every other week. But right there, beginning of spring, summer, like you ain't got no choice unless you want to fight with it because it's so tall. It's hard to cut. You gotta do it. You gotta do it every week because it's growing so quick. Uh-oh. Is that school bus? Hang on, guys. I might have to get my kid off the bus here. Yep, that was her bus. They stopped out there. I was like, she ain't supposed to be getting off the bus. They stopped out there and must have realized she wasn't on the bus. And then pulled off. The kids in the back was probably like, she's not here today. She went to school, but she's in after school care. She likes staying in after school care, play with her friends. I gotta pay for her to stay there in after school care, but she likes it. Sometimes she don't do. Sometimes she's like, I just want to go home. And that's me, man. I always just wanted to come home. Forget that staying. I was here all day. You want me to stay longer? Forget you. Alright. Cool. Now jump back up here. Continue where we were at. Man, I didn't realize there were so many spots where the bushes were sticking out. I wanted to leave a couple just so it wasn't a flat thing of bushes running across there, but man, I can't believe it's already 3. But that's from fighting with the internet for so long. It took forever before I could start streaming. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking for sure we would have had our trees and everything put in this little area. It's proven to be a little more work than what I thought. But yeah, I mean, getting started later because of the whole internet thing there, and then fighting with this little stuff like that. Putting bushes and stuff in there. And then just chatting, you know. I just painted in the road so I knew where I was at. See, I don't really like to do it like that either. It makes it go quicker, but I'd rather sit here and tap it in like this instead of drawing solid lines through it. Because if you was up in the air looking down at it, you could definitely tell that it was scribbled like that. You just dab it in there. Not so much. Like that. The little markers. Yeah, I'm really trying to play the game, man. You know what they have? The little mod competitions. That would be cool to enter into them. Hey, especially for a map one. Have they done a map one? Anybody know? For Giants? My only problem would be getting it done in time. How about it? Let's already had it done. Yeah, I get Blender going, man, and yeah, we get some stuff happening there. That would be pretty cool to and enter into one of those. Yeah, I haven't forgot about you either, Joel. About that TP map situation, I just haven't had a chance to get with you on that yet. I will though, trust me. I'll get you on one here. You're sick anyway. Yeah, you're sick right now anyway. Yeah, you hop on that. You hop on that. That might be your new thing. I know it's my thing. Like, normally that's what I would be doing right now, is making a TP map, but you know. Alright. We'll use the horses as a marker for there. Alright. I gotta take a bathroom break right quick. I'll be right back. So if you need something to drink or a snack, go ahead and grab it now, and I'll be right back. Alright, we back. Appreciate them likes, guys. Appreciate it. We only got a little bit to go yet here. I mean, obviously around our little turnaround there. Excuse me. Then we can start putting some trees in. We used the horses back there. I was backing up so I could delete our grass, but I forgot we used the horses for a little marker. Yummy. I go back to webcam, I'll have to go back to drinking drinking invisible drinks. I gotta put my green screen back up too. I took my green screen down. Yeah, I was doing that, and then I got to realizing that was part of my problem with it crashing, was running the webcam. It's supposed to be a 4K camera, but I'd have to argue with that. Yeah, it's definitely too much for it. Like sometimes it would work. Other times it just wasn't having it. And in the editor, now if you tried to run the game, it definitely ain't doing it. Like the game's, obviously, because the game renders everything out a lot better than the editor does. and it has a lot more stuff running. So it definitely wouldn't do it running the game. It would do it running the editor. But didn't like to. I'm sorry guys, this is boring, but it's all part of the process. Just like wanting a new roof on your house. Yeah, you want that roof on there to keep the heat and the AC in. Yeah, and lower your bills, but nobody wants to carry the shingles up the ladder. Good, bread. How's bread today? Chilling like a villain. Yeah, other than tired, we good. Good, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, I got, like, when I go cut this grass, I gotta hook up my trailer so I can get the tractor and the mowers and everything on it. I don't know, though. A little while back, I had I want to say my wheel fell off. It did, but it didn't. The front, I had just got to work too. Thank God I wasn't on the highway. If it broke when I was on the highway or something, I'd have probably rolled the truck over. But the ball joint, like, I don't know. I like the ones that bolt on, but the top ones bolt on and the bottom ones are pressed in, or pressed into the hole. Well, it had popped out of the hole of the control arm, which made my tire, instead of standing straight up and down, it kind of laid down, and it was like right when I turned on the road to work, it did that. And I had to go down. I had to put the forks on the high lift and go down and pick up my truck and carry it up the road to get it up into the parking lot at work. You should see my truck going up the road on the front set of forks. But anyway, I think it's trying to pop out of there again. And I had only put a new ball joint on it. And I think that from it, when it ripped out of there, I think it stretched the hole out. So whenever you press the ball joint in it, it's just not going, it's not tight enough to really hold it in there. And I think it's trying to pop back out again. I just realized that last night on the way to work. So now I gotta find another $200 to buy a new control arm with the ball joint so I don't roll my truck over. Yeah, because if that would have came out going down the highway, man, it would not have been pretty. Yeah, kind of scary, right? Because when it falls, it's like bang, real loud, man. It's scary. Like when I was driving, like I said, I was just turning onto the road, and all that pressure on it from making that sharp turn onto that road is what made it break. So even with me going slow, making that turn like that, man, it'll definitely get your attention. That's for sure. And then it was in the middle of the road. I couldn't just leave it in the middle of the road because all the trucks are coming up and down that road. So I was like, man, I gotta get it off the road. But I didn't want to mess it up by trying to get it off the road. But I ended up getting it off the road, limped it off the side of the road there, tearing stuff up. Yeah, so it's not good, man. Yeah, right. Listen, I've had we got 35-ton rock trucks at work. It's a big truck. I'm driving that down the road one day and the back tire falls off of it. Oh, man. Needless to say, you don't let that guy put the tires on anymore. It's got 6 wheels, and it was the very back right tire came off. I was making a turn. And the wheel just, oh man, the wheel just goes rolling right off the thing. Right? Yeah, because that just messes your car up even more. Let me break your ball joint and make you drive your car around. Yeah. And then tell you to go ahead and just pay to get it fixed. should have said, do you want me to have the mechanic write the bill out to you, or to the police department? Like, I ain't moving it unless somebody's paying for it. Yeah, when I tear it up even more. Oh, man. You had all your groceries in there, too. Yeah, right. Yeah, so, my old Blazer, it had the upper and the lower control arms were from the factory. They're riveted in, so if you ever had to replace them, you just had to cut the rivets out, and then the new ball joints come with bolts. You bolt them in there, so you don't have that problem when your ball joints are bolted in. Yeah, I just think that's an overall bad idea, having to press in ball joints like that. Because after hitting so many potholes, bang, 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 and it just pops the ball joint out of the control arm. And then when that does happen, it stretches the hole out that the ball joint's pressed into, and then when you go get a new ball joint and put it in there, it doesn't hold it. It doesn't hold it right anymore. Then you gotta go spend a couple $100 to replace the whole control arm with the ball joint. Yeah, I'm a pretty good mechanic myself, only because only because I could never. Yeah, I can't afford to pay anybody to do anything. I can't even afford to pay somebody to change the oil. So yeah, man, I learned all that stuff. Anything I do it all myself. Getting older, man, it's like, man, I don't want to do this stuff anymore. And like I kind of enjoy it. Like, you know, I got all my tools. I got a bunch of tools, and I used to really enjoy it. But now it's like, anytime it breaks or something needs fixed, like, it's the only car I got. So I hate having to hurry up and fix it so you can get to work the next day. Like, I don't know. I really don't enjoy that, let me tell you. Kind of makes you hate working on the car. Despise it now. Right? Yeah, and laying there on the ground for a couple of weeks under that thing, I realized I ain't no spring chicken no more. Obviously, I'm not an old guy, but I can definitely feel the age coming on. Alright, yeah, that's a couple of bare spots there. Normally I do that all over the map, man. And it looks good. But I have it something kinda like that, kinda. Oh, that's what we need too, Joel. We need tadpoles, little frogs. Yeah, we could have some tadpoles swimming around in our mud puddle there. That'd be sweet, man. Oh, we gotta do this middle now. I almost forgot. I just did them little bare spots. I forgot we gotta do the whole thing. It. Oh. Hang on, let me pop my chat out again, because I seen you wrote something big, but it wasn't popping up. I forgot I didn't have it popped out anymore. Alright, let's see. I remember one time I got a flat tire while my parents were with me. Man, yeah. It wasn't as strong as he thought, huh? Grab the hill. Yeah. Right. Did you stop to help me, or did you stop to watch me do it? Because if you stop to watch me do it, I mean, I can get you a chair. I mean. Right. Or did you stop to learn how to do it? Help me out here. I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah, that's good, man. Shouldn't have to. Yeah. We see you gotta depend on somebody to do that stuff for you. I mean, it's always nice to have somebody do it for you. I don't trust people working on my car, though. I mean, I really don't. Because, I mean, just like this last situation, I had somebody helping me. Alright, now here I am, down the road, $1,200 later, from letting somebody else tighten up the bolts. Yeah. Big catastrophe there. So, I just don't trust. I don't trust it, man. I don't. It's sad. Even if shop, like, if somebody said, hey, you know, you don't want to do it, that's fine. Just take it to the shop. I'll pay for it for you. I still wouldn't even trust it. Like, I'd go clean back over the car and make sure everything was good. Oh, man. Gotta put a little bit. I was gonna leave that there. I just want to put a little bit of this here, just because it was looking unfinished. Because it had all that nice, fresh, bright stuff in the front and junk behind it. It was looking like I just forgot to paint that spot. That's better. Kind of the same deal right here. That's better, man. Alright, now we gotta do, well, we don't have to, but we gotta do inside of here. Like, I do like the look of just that tall grass, man. I like the tall dead grass. It looks good. Yeah, man, I think we could do some pretty neat stuff with this if we turned it into a TP map after we're done. After we're done with our full build here. Get it submitted to be uploaded, and then start working on it to make it a TP map too, like a TP version of it. I'm gonna try to, as we go, I'm gonna try to think of like different things we can do with it too. Boom. Look at those right there. The little white flowers. That's awesome. See, I wish you could just select these things all individually too. Like, it's a mix right now, but I wish it was separate to where you could paint all these down individually as well. Yeah. That'd be pretty neat. You know, somebody was trying to get me to let them help me build my last map. They're like, oh, come on, let me help you. Yeah, I can do this, I can do that, let me help you. And then in the same breath, he's like, how do you open a map in Giants Editor? I was stunned for a minute, and then I just called him out on it. So you want to help me build my map, and you want me to send it over to you so you can help me build my map, but you don't even know how to open it in Giants Editor? And he just stopped asking me. He was just trying to get a copy of the map is what he was doing. He might have been born at night, but it wasn't that night. Yeah, I knew exactly what he was doing before we got to that point. And then that came out. I was still nice about it though, but I knew what he was trying to do to me. Alright. I think we got it all. Yeah, even our turnarounds are 2 lane. I do wish I would have thought about that ahead of time though, because I would have shrunk it down. But I don't know. I guess it's a good thing. The way you're really able to turn a trailer around there. Oh, we need bald eagles in here too, Joel. Yeah, we need some bald eagles. We had a bald eagle at work, and he shows up every year. Like, we actually watched the dude grow up, because, you know, bald eagles they don't have a white head when they're young. They don't have the white head when they're young. Man, see, this don't look as... I gotta redo this, because I really had it looking good with the gray rock, and then I took it out and put that in there. Yeah, but they don't have the white head when they're young. And yeah, he would always show up. He'd show up, and then yeah, we pretty much watched the dude grow up, man. Then he shows up, and then he got his white head. It's like, man, now he's older. But yeah, it's always one eagle shows up at like the same time every year, and you'll see him for like a week or two straight. Then you won't see him again until the following year. Crazy. Them things are huge. Things are huge. American bald eagle. Like, I don't know, you see him on TV and stuff all the time, but this guy at work, man, the wingspan on this thing is like 13 foot. It's crazy. Thing is huge now. Knew they were big, but man, you see that thing up close. Because he let me walk up to him one day. Not all the way up to him, but I was like 3 feet away from him. I'm like, this thing... And he took off flying. I was like, holy smokes. The wingspan on that thing is nuts. Alright, guys. I think it looks pretty good. Now we just need our trees. It's got a nice feel to it right here. I'm glad I added the water, because I wasn't going to, but it needed it. It's that extra little touch. It kind of looks blue because of the background and that reflecting off of it. But yeah, man, here we go. I don't even want to fill it in with trees because it looks good. Look, all the patches I forgot to delete. I don't know. Feel like it needs something here. It needs something. What's it need? feel like we need something else there. Oops. Excuse me. Like, I want to add... I don't know. Like, I'd add that one flower to it. Not the actual flower, but it's too tall. Thing I'm thinking of. Oh, wow. It tricked me. It really tricked me. Look, I was looking at that stick, right? It just, I don't know, the way the light was hitting that and the way I was looking at it, it just looked like two of those sticks, and I was trying to click on that one. Like, wow, that really tricked me. What's that, Joel? You just meaning our map here? Yeah, a couple extra little goodies here and there, you know. Since we really can't paint down much. Oh, yeah, I can throw some sticks and stuff down this road too. Excuse me. Oh, the parade might be coming. Alright. Drop one of these guys right here. Alright, alright. Is he and or she, putting it on the mod hub or on a third party site and making it public, or? Ooh, wee. So I don't want to go crazy with stuff like this. Just a couple here and there, just to liven the place up a little bit. Like I said, like these are good, like around water and stuff like that, but alright. You have that as a map in FS19. Alright. Yeah, I think I want to say I heard of that before. Oh. Alright. That's it for that. And Yeah, the game plan is, I guess I'm just gonna put the big trees towards the back here. So I don't want to go. I don't want to come out too much further than that. I want to have that little bit of grass there, and then we'll fill in between there with some smaller trees. So that's the game plan, and we'll see what it looks like. Alright, Joel, I don't think I'm gonna be on here much longer myself. I don't know. I might jump out here and try to cut some of my grass real quick before I go to bed, so I don't have to do it on the weekend too. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna finish running these trees out here, and then that's probably about it for today. Alright, Joel. Thank you. Appreciate it. Have a good night. And we'll see you in the next one. Hopefully you feel better. Yeah, I would bring those closer to the road. I would bring them all out closer to the road. I wish the road was a little bit skinnier. It would make a nice canopy looking up through the trees. But throughout the map, yeah, we'll make some smaller roads. We do have these ones pretty big, but it'll be okay. But I would bring these trees closer to the road, but back here, you know, we got a nice gap back here, so I don't want to have them gapped back here and then have them real close to the road up here. So we'll try to keep that same distance running down through there. So but anyway, when we come back, we'll finish putting our trees in and we'll move on to the next thing. So that's it for this one. Yeah, we'll finish getting our trees in. Uh, and then I don't know. We'll either finish this back side by putting forest ground in and whatever, or we'll come over here and we'll get this all painted and ready to go. Or we'll jump down here and get the ground prepped for trees. Either one, two, or three. All three of them need done. That's the last three things that do need done, and will be done outside of this little spot here and this little corner here by the water. But other than that, that's it. We'll be done with our corner. So yeah, that's it with this one, guys. Like I said, if you did subscribe and your channel is private and it didn't show up in my alerts, I appreciate you. Welcome aboard, and hope you enjoy. So yeah, was it? Let me look here. Uh-oh. Yeah, of course it won't let me scroll. Is that the right name? What is it? Tourism? I can't pronounce it. Sorry about that, but I appreciate you, man. Welcome aboard. Yeah, hopefully you liked what you've seen so far, and there's more to come. So that's it, guys. If you like what you see, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to see what's coming, what's next, hit that subscribe button, mash them notification bells, and I'm out. Doses.